How do you feel about Charleston White? Because let me say, when I first seen the headlines about you, that was the first thing I thought of. Was like, okay, because Charleston White is always, he kind of wants to see people locked up.
Yeah. Right. So, okay. So like we're like, I kind of like hop off like Charleston, like for example, right? So like, and his message in terms of bro, like there's this specific group of people in our community as like African Americans, though, right? We are out here worshiping this particular group of people. And this group right here are responsible for 75% of the crime going on in our communities. So fuck them. That message, I can applaud and say, cool. But where I fall off the Charleston White bandwagon is when he is going out of his way to instigate, right? Engage these people with the intention of calling the police, right? He even says, listen, I can't wait to send a gang member like you to jail, right? So when he is out here like going into these interactions and like instigating and taunting like gang members, right? Trying to get them locked up, that's where I fall off, right? Because listen up.
That's kind of what he did to King Yella recently, right? He called his daughter ugly. And he kind of said some other things that I'm not even going to repeat about his daughter.
Yeah, of course.
And then King Yella hopped on, I don't know if his YouTube channel, but he hopped on video.
Yeah.
And was like, when I heard you're coming to Vegas, and I'm basically going to get at you when I see you.
Yeah.
And so Charleston White calls his parole officer, tries to get in touch with his parole officer.
Right. Here, bro. So again, like that right there was like obviously like wrong, right? Because again, man, if you're saying that this dude like daughter is this word and like that word, bro, stand on that, right? So he's going into it looking to trick these gang members and get them locked up. However, right, we cannot excuse stupidity. King Yella knew beforehand that Charleston White was prone to calling the police, right? Charleston White has given them way too many examples of him instigating and calling the police afterwards, right? So if a nigga like King Yella sees like Charleston White and his history of calling the police, and he's still scrunching up his lips to threaten Charleston White on camera, I can't feel no pity for like a dude like King Yella, man. Not one.
Charleston White says a lot of things about a lot of people. Even a lot of inaccurate things about people, And so I feel like he's like a little sensitive for all the chaos because he causes so much chaos that it's like, you know what I'm saying? Someone says they're going to smack you and you go calling their parole officer.
Here, right? So the question is though, right? So who do you think that like gives like Charleston White his power? Who?
All the people that pay attention to him.
Exactly. And like those are like, for example, right? Civilians, like we found like we like find him funny, but like we're not out here like watching and like all of his shit, right? It's the street niggas who are opposing him or folks who are opposing his like ideology. They're the ones who are like giving him clout, right? Right? Like so like if guys are seeing, like this guy right here, he's clearly, now I don't, again, and he has said, like he's an agent, he's a police. I don't know for sure if like he's an agent. But if Charleston White has been very clear of his job is to get as much as you niggas like in jail, if he's been open with that, why do you think that like guys like King Yella are still engaging with him? And also too, bro, like what comes to mind for these guys, right? To where they can like pick up a phone and look in the camera and open up the lips and like make a threat while being on probation. How stupid do you have to be, right? So like, I don't even like blame Charleston White, right? Because again, man, bro, like there will always be an agent of chaos in every industry, right? There will always be but that one Negro who's is just there to cause havoc, cause chaos, and fuck shit up. But if you notice and you allow it, then at some point we like take the blame off Charleston White and like redirect it back to niggas like King Yella who are engaging with him on a fucking street level.